Hey, welcome to this week's Good News Edition, where we showcase positive stories from around the area, sometimes beyond. We'll get it started this week with good old Sheldon. Let's see where he's been out paying it forward.
It's time for our latest edition of Pay It Forward with Carpet Tech. I've got Bethany here with us today. You say we find someone to go pay it forward to.
Yes, let's go help someone out. Here is 100, 200, and 300.
Thank you very much. Let's go out there and pay it forward.
Yesenia, she's a hardworking single mother, and she's just the sweetest person. I mean, just the sweetest. Her daughter is even more sweeter, and I just know she's struggling right now, and so I would just like to pay it forward to her and just let her know that yesterday wasn't so great, but today's going to be greater.
Well, it's time again to pay it forward today here in Amarillo. I've got Anita here with me. We're going to go pay it forward to Yesenia. Here in just a little bit, she says that Yesenia is a family friend and says she could really use this $300. And so let's go ahead and pay it forward. This is $300 from our friends at Carpet Tech. 100, 200, and $300. Let's go make her day.
Yay!
Hi.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. Well, have you ever heard of Pay It Forward before?
No.
Well, we got a program here at NewsChannel 10 where we ask for folks in the community to think of people in there that they know that they really want to help out, and Carpet Tech gives us $300 every week to give that money to somebody. And Anita here stopped and she nominated you, and so Anita, I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I was not expecting that.
You're very deserving.
Thank
You're very
you.
deserving. You're so sweet, and girl, you get up on it and you handle it and you hustle and you make it work, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
so
you
I'm
so
glad.
much.
Thank you, Carpet Tech.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it.
And what does it mean to you that she just gave you $300?
It means a lot. I mean, this is going to go a long way. My daughter's birthday just passed, and, you know, I spent a lot on that, so I appreciate it.
Now it's time to check in with Lindsay and see who she is showcasing this week.
It's been years in the making while Guyman has faced water insecurity.
We're running out of water, and we've been under water restrictions now for the last 2 to 3, 4 years.
A passion project for City Manager Michael Shannon to ensure Guyman can meet water demand for decades to come. And that's what the Mesa Well Water Project has been about.
But we found a good source of water, and we found it close to about 2 years ago, but we've been 2 years in the making. And hopefully by, I think it's March of 2027, and that's what engineers are estimating, that the water could be coming into Guyman and we could start utilizing.
The 6 new wells come with a $35 million price tag, $20 million being covered by the state of Oklahoma. The additional $15 million will be passed on to utility customers.
The remainder of the everything over 20 million right now will have to be on the backs of our utility customers. But we're still diligently looking for ways to offset that.
Shannon says throughout the process, the city remains transparent.
We want everybody to know what's happening, where their money's going to be spent.
Look.
You may have seen this viral video on social media. An Indianapolis Colts cheerleader making a young fan's day, all because she spoke his language, sign language. These children at the Learning Experience in Chandler are well on their way to becoming conversational signers.
So when it starts in the infant room, it's like a foundation. Then they learn more and more as they go through the building.
This is Tanae. He turned 1 2 months ago.
There you go. More.
And he will let you know he's not ready for snack time to be over.
Around like 7 months old is when I've noticed them to start picking it up.
Signing easy phrases like please, all done, and thank you.
And it eliminates a lot of frustration for them and for us to know that they can communicate their needs without having to verbally tell us.
I think it's just like beautiful first to watch them grow, and then to have them be able to have that language. I think it helps like with their development.
Research shows babies who are exposed to sign language early on tend to have larger vocabularies and understand more words by the time they're 2.
We also learn as we go, and so we're able to show them as we're learning, and it comes pretty easy to them.
Some pick it up more quickly than others.
Still definitely working on it. He's clapping.
Either way, it's a round of applause for learning a new skill to carry with them as they continue to grow, and maybe one day making a new friend who relies on ASL to communicate.
Well, don't go anywhere. We have more good news right after this short break. Welcome back to Good News Edition. I've got a great story I've been working on about some lovely people that have been married a long time. Let's go meet some people that have been married much longer than I've even been alive. Ben and Joyce Steinman were married in Portales in 1952 when the world was a little different.
And I remember at the time they told me they had to pay me 75 cents an hour whether I was worth it or not, because that was the minimum wage.
The couple finds it hard to even remember a day that they haven't been together.
Well, our families were friends, so we've been on each other all our lives.
And when they became teenagers,
I started dating her. And we've been pretty much together since.
the big wedding day actually involved a double wedding.
My sister and brother-in-law were going to have a wedding. And I told her I thought we just wanted to join.
Wedding plans changed at the last minute due to some good old family drama.
Well, we just decided we didn't want to do this in front of all of our kinfolks.
Well, I had a little brother that was, he made fun of everything we did, and I knew he was going to act up at the wedding.
It turned into a bit of a whirlwind wedding.
And we had to go to the courthouse and get the marriage license. And what we did was follow the judge home and got married at his house.
Not many people can say they got married at a judge's house. That's pretty cool. Well, statistics show that less than 0.1% of marriages last 73 years. Both marriages are actually still going strong after 73 years, which brings in staggering odds.
Well, it's been a good example, for one. I think 73 years ago, people expected that of marriages, and maybe not so much today. And
What's your secret for a good, healthy marriage for almost 75 years?
Finding the right person.
If you get in an argument with your wife, when it's all over with, you say, "Darling, I bet you're right."
You sure got to work at it. Compromise and sometimes just being stubborn.
That's about the side of it. You just have to trust one another.
That's some great advice for all marriages, new and old. Now that's some good news. I'm Doppler Dave for News Channel 10. Well, here's another cool story, just loaded with positivity. Let's take a look.
We're out here.
When it comes to the running community,
so they're all just rising to the occasion right now.
It's a tight-knit group supporting each other through life.
We are doing the miles for Mark.
And now,
just ride with the crew.
The one who's usually leading the pack is feeling the outpouring of love from all around.
It's been really positive and motivating for me in my recovery process.
Mark Spiewak is the owner of Spiewak Racing, a well-known running group in the St. Louis area.
He's out there working with us. He's helping us to be fit.
Mark, 32 years old and an avid runner, had a stroke.
I don't think any of us really believed it because we just thought that couldn't happen to me. I'm a really healthy person.
And once the news got out,
it just floored me. Just tears.
Fellow runner Stephanie True made it her mission to give her miles back to Mark and asked runners to do the same.
And oh my gosh, it has gone just crazy. I tear up every time I go on Instagram because there's somebody else that just did another run, a walk, a workout, and they've dedicated it to Mark.
She made a simple post on social media, calling it Miles for Mark, and it took off.
Miles for Mark.
Mark is in rehab at Mercy, working each day toward recovery.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, this could have been much worse, and I'm just so grateful that I'm on a path that I can get better.
Much like a race, Mark is putting one foot in front of the other.
Attitude's so important, and gratitude is, because at the end of the day, everybody has something that they're dealing with.
With a goal in mind for what comes next.
I want to run the Chicago Marathon in 2026.
Where the support that shines through today will be there at the finish line too, because in this community, no one runs alone.
Santa run, baby!
In St. Louis, Elena Chappie.
All right, hey, sit back, get comfortable. We're going to be back after this break.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you know an outstanding student athlete? Someone who goes above and beyond with grades, overcoming obstacles, achievements, and talent? Then nominate them for CIB, Commercial Industrial Builders GOAT of the Week. We'll choose and highlight one high school student of the week who knows what it takes to be a GOAT. For more information and to nominate your GOAT, head to NewsChannel10.com. Don't wait. Let us know who your GOAT is.
Well, Ruben's been logging the miles this week. Here are a couple of places he's been.
So this is our 10th year of providing survivorship services for cancer survivors living in the Texas Panhandle. It's incredibly important because, so many people think that when they finish their cancer treatment, they're done. And sometimes that's not the case. There's a lot of deconditioning that's happened while they've gone through treatment. And so our job and our goal is to take someone during their treatment and keep them well, keep them, focusing on wellness, and then also providing these services after their treatment in hopes of returning them back to their precancerous state. There are centers similar to ours. We've yet to find one that's identical to ours, and we're very proud of that, to be able to have that in the Texas Panhandle. It's really kind of a one-off, and that's not patting ourselves on the back. That's just we've been able to grow and make these services and add new services and programs for survivors. It's very important to provide these for them. Cancer is expensive, and so our board and our leadership has made sure we're able to do this free of charge. And so, it's very important for folks to take advantage of this and kind of pick and choose classes and programs that serve them. There's so many aspects of what someone who has cancer, what they have to go through, from their mental well-being to their physical well-being, maybe their spiritual well-being, emotional. I mean, it just touches on so many levels. And so we try to provide services for any and all of those situations that they might need. It's very important to take care of yourself, and we try to provide that for them. But what's unique about our place is that every single person who comes through those doors, they've been there or they are there. And so there's a lot of uniqueness. We're built for community, right? And we talk about that all the time. And this is a community of folks that get everything and pieces and parts of what you're going through. We catch so many folks here in the Texas Panhandle coming to treatment, Oklahoma Panhandle, Eastern New Mexico, and so forth. And so we provide services for them. If they're being treated locally, we certainly will. But that's not a requirement to come to our center of being treated locally. We have a lot of folks that go to treatment at MD Anderson and et cetera. So basically we say if you live in the Texas Panhandle or the Oklahoma Panhandle, we provide these services for you free of charge.
This is actually my 29th season, and this is my third season as the head football coach here. I came here from Bushland in 2014, and I was here through 17 before I took some jobs on the South Plains, but I made my way back up here, but this is my third year back.
My freshman year we went 0-10, so like from freshman year to now, it's just great. I mean, we're 7-0. We're one of the only teams in the state of 2A. We're one of the only 2A teams in the state that are undefeated still. And I mean, beating a team like Panhandle, they're ranked 3rd in the state. We're ranked 7th. It's a big game. It's a big win for us. It's a big win for us in district too, because now we have a shot at a district title.
It validates some of the things, or most of the things that you do as a program or that you do in the off season. You know, you've got to have that team chemistry to, you know, to play games like that, and to see the way that that our guys came together and played was, you know, there's some validation to what we're doing.
I can't do anything without those guys. I mean, I can't just say hut and then everyone just not do their job and me be able to get 300 rushing yards. Like, that's not how it works. So I mean, I don't understand why people should give me all the praise when there's other people doing something that is making it to where I can get all these stats and all these touchdowns and stuff like that. For myself, I just want to leave a good example on the kids. I want the kids, like, I know there's kids that look up to me, and I want them to be able to follow in my footsteps and be able to do the things I do at the high school level and maybe even at the college level. So I mean, I feel like that's how our whole class is. We just want respectful, being consistent, hold accountability. That's a big thing. We like having accountability. I mean, if you have accountability, then your team is going to be pretty solid, if I'm being honest. So, I mean, just making sure kids know who we are as actual people, not just on a football field.
You know, it's always nice to see the guys develop and grow from, you know, from junior high kids to basically grown men when they get up here to be, you know, juniors and seniors and those kinds of things. So, you know, that's always something that you look forward to when you're coaching, is just the development and watching them grow into, you know, to young men and guys that, you know, may be major parts of the community as they get older.
We're not done. More good news coming up right after this. Well, hey friends, here at News Channel 10, we have the opportunity to find and share positive and inspirational stories with you. And now we're bringing you those good news stories on Good News Edition, where we can highlight those great stories from around our area. And don't forget, you can find plenty more good news on NewsChannel10.com and your favorite streaming apps. Welcome back to Good News Edition. Let's get right back into it. We have a great story about someone who has found a way to spread positivity.
It's rare for Juliet Berkable's home to be empty on Sunday night, usually filled to the brim with family.
10 children and 8 grandchildren. We have a big blended family. My husband had 3, I had 6, and we had 1 together. And so we are blended, we are giant, and we are just full on chaos all the time.
Recently, Juliet has balanced that chaos with kindness, inspired by a new friend during the Mrs. Classic Universe pageant.
But the part to me that was the most incredible and really moving was this beautiful card she had sent to me, handwritten. And she said, well, I call it Cards of Kindness, and I've been trying to inspire other women to do this. And I thought, I'm in, let's go, I'm gonna do it too.
It started with a couple cards for friends and family, but then Juliet took to social media, asking if anyone wanted a card, which has allowed her to deliver kindness all over the country.
I have sent them to Florida, Massachusetts. I sent one to Indiana. People will even reach out and say, I'd really love a card. Or a friend will get one and say, I know somebody who could really use a card.
Putting pen to paper to spread positivity, which Juliet hopes will push others to do the same.
If you have children or grandchildren, teach them how to write a letter. Tell them what to say. Teach them how to address an envelope. Yes, it's a lost art, but it's the art of connection. Writing a letter of encouragement to anyone, I promise you will be fulfilled, and so will the person getting it.
Evan Leake.
Well, how about one more story for you? Let's roll it.
So we grant life-changing wishes to children with critical illness. A lot of people are under the they think that it has to be children who are terminal, but it's children with critical illnesses. Gotcha. My daughter was a WISH kid back in 2020. Wow. So this position is both personal and professional for me. And so it's my job to make sure we're raising the funds to be able to grant these wishes to these well-deserving, courageous kids that are battling an illness in some of the toughest times in their lives.
Absolutely. And you know, you think Make-A-Wish, like me personally, I think, oh yeah, the Disney trips, the concerts, the football games, all of that stuff. But to know that we have an organization here in Amarillo is super, super important and special. And I want to kind of get into your story, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Talk about your daughter and just what it has meant to, you know, help grant her wish, and then also be like kind of a spokesperson for Make-A-Wish to kind of show that things can happen, we can get it done. So what has that been like?
Well, I had so many misconceptions about Make-A-Wish whenever we were approached about her getting a wish. I did think the children had to be terminal, and Hannah was not. And so I didn't know. I knew what Make-A-Wish was, but I didn't know what it entailed. So Hannah decided that she wanted to be a princess at Disney.
Yes.
Yes. And so we just had this magical trip. We went 2 weeks before it was shut down for COVID.
Wow.
So we were very blessed.
Yep.
Yeah. And it was just so magical. She lit up the entire time. She loved all the meet and greets, and it was just so life-changing for our whole family because it was a time of respite and a time where we weren't stressing about doctor's appointments and all the things that we have to do in our daily lives.
Absolutely.
And so it was just life-changing for the entire family, and it had a ripple effect on the community around us. And you know, we did lose Hannah last year, and so the fact that we have those cherished memories, it inspires me and gives me the passion to make sure all children here in the Panhandle get that experience because it is so life-changing and truly magical, and they all deserve it.
It's been great having you along for this Good News edition. We'll be back next week with more great stories for you to enjoy. Between now and then, get your good news at News Channel 10, newschannel10.com, and of course, all your favorite streaming apps. Until next week, I'm Doppler Dave.